Welcome back, everybody, to Satisfactory Update 8. My name is Tom, and this is episode number 17. In today's episode, guys, we are going to automate 10 reinforced iron plates. In the last episode, we are finally automating coal, and I believe we're producing 600 megawatts from 8 coal generators. So that's going to help me scale up this factory. So 10 reinforced iron plates, and we are going to go vertical for the very first time. So guys, let's get started with episode number 17. All right, guys, here we are. I deleted the machines I laid down in the last episode. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the foundation, and let's set this to 1 meter. I want to place that right over the iron node. Okay, and let's place down the miner, and that's going to be found under the production tab. Okay, so there is one miner, and we need to do a second one to get a total of 120 iron ore a minute. Okay, I think that looks pretty good, so I'm going to smack that one down right here. Excellent, and then I could just delete these two foundations. Perfect. All right, so there we have it. We have a total of 120 iron ore a second. Let's extend that and delete these two. Great. All right, so I think I'm going to build vertical here. I think so. Hopefully this is a good idea. We're going to find out together. All right, so I want to start by extending out our foundation like this. And this might be too long, but we'll find out. All right, and then we'll do another row like this. And a third row. Let's do a fourth row. We have this big boulder in the way, so this is going to be a limiting factor for the horizontal expansion of the factory. So yeah, that's going to be the limit there. So we'll have to move this direction if we really need to. And might as well delete these foundations. And let's do another row. Like that. Excellent. This is a good starting point. All right, so the first thing I want to do is say, I'm going to place a merger here. So I'm going to hit number 7, number 8, and we're going to merge the 128 iron ore into the conveyor merger. So I am going to do something like this. Yes, that looks great. All right. That looks centered. Okay. Well, let me finagle this here. So this needs to go in there. So let's see if we can get a nice bend here. And it looks like not. So what I'm going to do is do something like this. Let's copy this. We'll paste this right here. We'll delete that. And yeah, we'll come in like that. So now we're going to get a perfect 90. Excellent. And then let's do this miner. Okay, we're going to extend the belt out like this. Line it with the conveyor merger. We'll do 2 over. And then in like this. Now this is Mark 1 conveyor belt. We'll upgrade this to Mark 2 later. But for now, we're just laying down the foundation here. Okay, excellent. So that is established. So now we can begin building the frame of our factory. So I'm going to delete these. Okay, let's head over to the build menu, and I'm going to grab... I think I want to go over to walls, and I'm going to grab the 1 meter, and I'm going to snap it right to the foundation so that when I build my wall up, it's all going to look even. Okay, now I can switch this over to the 4 meter and do something like this. Okay, and I could do another one. Perfect. With that established, I can grab a foundation, and it looks like I need concrete, so let's go grab some... Actually, I'll place a cut in here, and then I'll grab the concrete so that I can continue with this build uninterrupted. Welcome back, everybody. I have the concrete to continue our build here, so I'm going to extend the foundation like this. And again, I'm not sure if this is wide enough for the factory. I do know roughly what the machines I need, so I'm kind of gauging with that in mind. So that looks good. So what I want to do is actually put the conveyor belt from the conveyor merger and then bring it into the wall here. Unfortunately, we have nothing to place on a wall for a conveyor belt. We do have a conveyor lift floor hole, but we need a conveyor wall hole. Okay, so I believe I remember seeing one in the Awesome Shop. So let's go take a look at the Awesome Shop and see if we can unlock the wall hole. Okay, so we'll head over to the wall and, yes, look at this. Conveyor wall times 3, 2, and 1. There is even a door, a center door wall and a side door wall. Okay, that's good to know. All right, so we need 5 coupons. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to place a cut here. I'll grab the 5 coupons, and then we'll unlock this, conveyor walls. Welcome back, everybody. I have 5 printable coupons, so let's print these out. We'll put that into the inventory. And so what I did is I placed a storage container here and built it into the merger. Then I stuck all of the smart plating in here to unlock all 5 of those coupons a bit quicker, because the iron ingots are really not cutting it. It's taken way too long. So yeah, that's another thing we're gonna have to consider in the future, is getting really advanced products into the awesome sink. Maybe take a look at that alien DNA capsule. Maybe that's more efficient. Anyways, okay, excellent, guys. We have the wall hole here, so I'm gonna head over and click on the, what is it? Is it walls here? Oh, guys, yeah, I need to actually go to the Awesome Shop and purchase it. So let's head over there real quickly and unlock what I'm looking for. It is the conveyor walls. Add to cart. And let's head over there and buy. Perfect. Excellent. So let's continue this build here. And again, we're looking to automate 10 reinforced iron plates. Okay, let's bring it up. And we're only looking for 1 here. Like this. Oh, it looks like we need to... Oh, perfect. All right, guys, there we have it. We have the entryway for the iron ore. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, excellent. All right, so with that finally established, how do I want to do this? Well, I think what I'm going to do, guys, is this is going to be the entryway for the copper ore, and then this same foundation on the first floor is going to be the storage for the reinforced iron plates. Yes. Okay. I kind of have it visualized in my head how I'm going to make this with the conveyor lift in mind and the wall and floor holes. So, boy, oh, this is so complex. All right. So, what I want to do here is, wow. Okay, so I am going to place a splitter here, like this. And if I do something like that, what does that look like on the other side? Well, we need to actually align it to the wall hole, guys. Yeah. All right, so splitter here, and I think that's it, right? Yeah. It's a little too close for my liking, so I'm actually going to delete this, and we'll just let's just center it, guys. There we go. Okay, all right. So then the conveyor belt is going to go through the wall. So if I press 3 for the conveyor belt, wow. All right. And yeah, so that's going to be 120 iron ore a second. And again, I'm only using the Mark 1 belt, but we'll change it back to the Mark 2 so that we can take advantage of the 120 iron ore a second. Okay, now I am going to place a storage container, and that is found under the organization here. And so basically what I'm thinking is, and I don't know how this is going to work out, I'm just playing it by ear. So I'm going to place it right here for now. Okay. That's off one tile. Let's readjust that, guys. Let's keep it centered into, you know, something like, wow. Yeah, I think it's... How about we just do this? There we go. Oh my gosh, guys, it's not stored. It's not centered. It's really bothering me. There we go. Okay. Excellent. So again, we'll just readjust this. So basically what I'm thinking is we'll be creating the reinforced iron plates way up here, and then we'll output it all the way from the top with a conveyor lift, bring it down, and then back into here so that I don't have to walk all the way or climb a ladder all the way up there just to grab the reinforced iron plates. So I want to try my best to get it down to the first floor. Okay, so this will be the input and then the output. That's the goal here. Okay, excellent. So with that established, I can begin to build the next floor here. And I'm actually thinking maybe we just delete this whole section here. We'll grab the 1 meter and we'll place the 1 meter right here. We'll grab the foundation and let's see what that looks like. Is that going to clip the storage container? Yes. Maybe if we put a second row of the 2 meter or the 1 meter. Okay, that is going to work. Yeah, that's going to work. Perfect. Okay. And so basically, we're just creating the second floor for the smelters. Now, I wouldn't recommend any Pioneer on the second floor, as it's going to be very polluted on the second floor, so it's not not an ideal situation. Okay, perfect, excellent. And let's continue to extend the floor. Again, I don't know how wide and the length of all of this, but maybe we should center it actually. So this is 1, So I'm counting the foundation here. So got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 here, 2 here, and then we can center it like this as a reference. Okay, so something like that looks good as a reference. Yeah, I think that's going to work. So we'll place that down here. Okay. Great. With that done, we can now head up to the second floor. Oh, jeez. All right. Oh, well. We need to figure out how to get the conveyor belt up to the second floor. Well, what I'm going to do is kind of what I did with the pipeline in the last episode. I'm going to head over to the logistics tab, and I'm going to grab the conveyor lift floor hole, and I'm going to center it on this foundation like that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. All right, so, and then what I want to do is grab the conveyor lift Mark II. And how does this work? So like this. I think that's gonna work. And then in with the conveyor belt. That's gonna belt the 120 iron ore a second up to the second level, right? I hope so. All right, so let's do the architecture and place down our ladder so that we can scale our building. Perfect. Up we go. Oh, and look at that, guys. Here it is. Excellent. Wow. Okay. Now, again, 10 reinforced iron plates a second. From the last episode, I did determine we need four smelters. 4 smelters is going to automate 120 iron ingots a second. Yes. So I'm going to head over to the production tab and let's grab their smelters. And you know what? I'm going to have to readjust this already. I see the issue as I want to build the smelters on the second row here. So what I'm going to do is rebuild this. And it looks like actually I'm going to have to build on the third row here. Okay, so all that for nothing. Oh, boy. Well, this is the process of learning, guys. All right, so we're going to just rebuild what I deleted here. Okay, so I'll place a cut in here, guys, and then we'll begin placing down the smelters. Welcome back, guys. I have re-established our conveyor lift. So let's place down our smelters. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is a odd number. So we're gonna have to space these smelters. So I'm gonna head over to the production tab and place down 4 of these smelters that are going to produce 120 iron ingots. And wow, I think before I place it down, let's head over to the logistics tab. And I'm going to grab the conveyor lift Mark II. And it's going to come out like that. Perfect. Okay. All right. So the next step here is then to place down a splitter. And that's going to go like this. Okay. And then we can belt it from the conveyor lift to the splitter like that. And then that's going to feed all of our smelters. And we can lay the smelters in the 4th row here. So I am going to head over to the production tab again. Let's click on the smelters. And, yeah, I think... So we can do a direct feed here. Okay. So there's one. Okay, and then we need to do a second one. A third one. And a fourth one. Perfect. Okay. Now that we have all of our smelters, we can change the recipe to copper ingots. Okay. And again, this is going to give me 120 copper ingots a second. Okay, perfect. All right, so then what I need to do is I need to place down all of the splitters for the smelters. Okay, so there's 1, 2, and then we're gonna do 3. And yeah, I think 3 is all we need. Okay, so what happens here is we belt the iron ore. Okay. And this is going to reach the 4th smelter like that. Excellent. And then in we go. In we go. And in we go. Okay, guys. Wow, we did it. Wow. Okay, we got a lot of space on this side. So maybe we don't need that whole section there. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to delete this for now. And we'll add it back if we really need to. But so far, we don't need this whole row of foundation, okay? Excellent. All right, so we're working with a 1, 2, 3, 4 foundations. Okay. Whew, what a lot of work. What a lot of work. Okay, so the next step is to... Okay, the next step is to do the outputs. So I'm not sure about the output. I think I need to head up to the 3rd floor and establish what the 3rd floor is going to be, which is probably the rods and the iron plates. Yes. Okay, so I will do a speed run as I build the wall and floors, and then we'll pick up work. We'll pick up at the 3rd floor. Welcome back, everybody. I am on the 3rd floor, and we're ready to get started with our iron rods and our iron ingots. So let's take a look at what we have here. All right, so there are the smelters on the 2nd floor. Okay, excellent. So we're gonna have to get the 120 iron ingots up onto the 3rd floor. Before we do that, let's take a look at what we need here. So we need the constructor. So I'm going to head over to the production tab and I'm going to place down, I don't know, I think clearly I'm going to come up with the iron ingots up here. So I'm thinking maybe this tile or this tile. So let's again go back to the constructor and let's lay one down right here. And then also let's place down a assembler here so that we can get an idea of what we need for the reinforced iron plates. All right, so we need a total of 120 screws and 30 iron plates. Okay, all right, good to know. All right, so we'll do the iron rods here. So that's 15. And let's delete the assembler. I'll place down a second constructor here. This will be iron rods. So that's going to give me 30 iron rods per minute. And in fact, we're getting 120 copper or 120 iron ore per minute, not a second. I know I was saying per second, but it's per minute. Okay, excellent. And I'm going to place down this assembler or the constructor. And what is this? 10 iron rods per 40 screws. 40 plus 40 is 80 screws. And then 40 times 3 is 120, right? That's 3 assembly machines of screws. And we need also, what was it? Was it 60 iron plates? And we get 60 iron plates out of 3 assembly machines, right? So if I do this here, let's bring up iron plates. So that's 30. And then this is going to be 60 iron plates. I'm going to have to place down that assembler once more. And again, we're doing 10 reinforced iron plates per minute. So we need 60 iron plates. Okay, 60. So this is 30. 30. That's going to give me 60. And then the iron rods, we need 120 screws. Wow. 120 screws. Okay, so 15. So that's 30 rods per minute. And this is 10 per minute. So we need 3 assemblers making 120 screws. So that is a total of 15, 30, 10, 20, 30. Okay, so I think it's 2 assembly machines for the iron rods, right? Man. 120. Okay. Place down the assembler once more. Just trying to figure out this ratio. So 10 iron rods per 40 screws. Okay, and we need 3 assembly machines. That's going to be 120 screws. So 10, 20, 30 iron rods. We need 30 iron rods. So this is 15 and this is 15, a total of 30 iron rods. Okay, excellent. Well, that's it, guys. That's the ratio. This is 30 and 30. 60. I forgot. Was it just the iron rods that go into the screws? Yes. 30 and 30, 60. Just gonna confirm that. Okay, so we need 60. Yeah, 60 iron plates. Yeah, I think I think that's the setup, guys. Really, wow. Okay, well, let's see what we can do with this build here. So I'm going to place down the assembler here. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to delete these real quick. All right, and then we also have to think about how we're going to get these iron ingots up here. We're going to have to use up both of those foundations here. So, and we're going to have to merge this. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is head over to the logistics tab and place a conveyor hole here. Okay, so the iron ingots are all 120 iron ingots are gonna come up to this conveyor lift. And so then we need to place a conveyor lift here. And that is found here. So this is a Mark II. Like that. Okay. We'll delete this. Place that foundation like that. Okay, excellent. And then... Ooh, all right. Yeah, this is fairly simple. So then we just route... Ah, okay, yeah, we just route it. So we might have to reposition this. Actually, I think we're going to have to reposition it right here because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to just reposition this real quickly to here. Like that. Okay. And then I can go back to the conveyor lift Mark II. And just snap it like that. Okay. And then that's going to feed all of the assemblers. Like that. And again, this will be Mark II conveyor belts. All right, so we need, I think, we'll do something like this. And we could probably bring that in a bit closer potentially, but I don't think so. So what I'm actually, yeah. So I'm going to place down a splitter, right? A splitter. This. Okay. And I'm going to snap that right in front of the constructor. Our conveyor belt goes into here. And this is where we can split off the iron ingots. Oh, yes. This is looking great. Okay. So then I can actually bring this in a bit closer. Like this. Okay. In fact, this is the wrong way. We need to readjust that to be like this. Because we're inputting the conveyor, the iron ingots, or the iron ingots in here. So I'll hit H. And yeah, I think that needs to be budged over like that. Yep, perfect. Okay, so we'll snap that there. And then we'll just connect the conveyor belt up like that. Excellent. All right, I think we got something here, guys. Great. So then this can be the iron rods. And we'll place another one here. This will be iron rods. Okay. So that's giving me 30 iron rods per minute. place down another splitter like this. And let's hit H and nudge it over one tile. Okay. Conveyor belt in and in. Excellent. All right, so now we need to get the iron ingots. Okay, so we'll just do literally the same thing on this side. And yeah, we want to center it. I think that is centered. Okay, nudge over. Yeah, that looks good. All right, so those would be the iron ingots and iron plates. Great, and then we'll set that to iron plates. This is going to give me 60 iron plates. Boom. Excellent, and then in. All right, iron plates, 60. Perfect. Wow. We are fighting for a little bit of space here. This is going to be interesting. So the next step here, guys, is to get 120, what are they called? I can't remember the name quite yet. So we need to flip, oh, the screws. Yes. So these are screws. Okay, so there's one, and we need 3 of these guys. We need 3 of these to give me 120. So what I'm thinking is, how do I want to set this up? Oh, I think I know. I think I know, guys. Maybe I do the screws like this. Yes, I like this. I think this is going to work. So I can center it like this. I'll press H to lock the hologram just to get this centered. And yeah, I think that looks pretty good. In fact, I'm going to have to push the hologram a bit further back. I think like this. Yeah. Because I got to place a splitter in here. So I'll do something like this. Lock the hologram just to make sure that's lined up. That is lined up. Perfect. And so now we need to place a merger. So I'm going to grab a merger. And I'm going to place the merger. Uh-oh. Not a merger. A splitter. No? It's got to be a merger. Okay, 8 for the merger. Oh yeah, that's the merger is what I want. Okay, so that's got to hug pretty tightly. Like that. Yeah, because we are fighting with some wall here, and it's actually going to clip. So I think what I'm going to do is just adjust this a bit. So I will go in one tile. I'm going to lock the hologram. And yeah, we're going to go one tile over. Then hopefully we can fit this merger in here. Like this. Okay, so now we barely have enough room here to add the wall. Let's test that out. So I place the wall here. Can I squeeze one tile over? I don't think so, but I just want to make sure. Wow. What if I... Is that going through the wall? No, it's not. Okay. I mean, that's really... I think what we'll do here is we'll just butt it up against the assembly machine like this. Okay? And that's obviously off a bit. Like this. Okay? And so then we will belt out. Like this. And then in here. Yes, and then let's take this conveyor belt. Oh wow, this is a weird shape. Well, I think with that and oh yeah, we can budge this back one tile. That's gonna fix it. Yes, okay. So like this. And then we should be able to just route that right in. Perfect, guys. There we go. And so this will be the iron rods. Okay. Those iron rods need to come out of here as well. There we go. And so that is a total of 30 iron rods, right? Yep, 30 iron rods per minute. And then these are the screws. So we'll put 3 of them here. Like this. Screws and screws. What am I doing, guys? Okay, and then another splitter here. I mean, this is really cramped. Okay, I'm gonna lock the hologram just to make sure that's aligned. That looks good. Perfect. Okay, and let's route it through the splitter and into the constructor. And then same for here. There we go. Excellent. So that will split off all of the iron rods. That is a total of 30 iron rods. So we need 10, 20, and 30 iron rods to produce 120 screws. 40 times 3, I believe, is 120. I haven't checked, but I'm just guessing. So guys, that is this part of the video episode here. And I think I'll end the episode here, and we'll finish out with the reinforced iron plates in episode number 18. So if I head over to the organization, I place down, can I place on too steep? What if I extend it out? Kind of want to see what this looks like. Yeah. Let's take a look at what this looks like from the top. Okay, yeah, that is the build there, guys. I think that looks pretty good. I hope it makes sense to you. I built it pretty quickly here, but this is this is looking pretty good. I like it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me in episode number 17. We are almost done with the automation of 10 reinforced iron plates. This is my first ever vertical factory. I'm learning so much. I can't believe how smooth this build is actually going. I thought it would be a lot more complex, but I think I'm getting it, guys. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed episode number 17, and we'll see you in episode number 18, where we complete this build of the 10 reinforced iron plates per minute. You guys have a wonderful day there. Take care. Bye.